What's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Dre Onyx. Y'all already know what the vibe is. Big dog, big homie, big ace, big Great Dane, all that. Final message to him, bro. Hey man, final message to him. To NBA 2K25 people, NBA 2K26, Mike, Wayne, Ronnie 2K, all you dirty motherfuckers over there. Even though y'all not dirty, but you get what I mean, bro. Just for the context of this video, I'm gonna have some gameplay going in the background while we just sit back and we talk about everything that we went through this year, man. I may not be looking directly into the camera, but I'm gonna be just getting everything that I need to get off my chest, off my mind, fool. I done lost a lot of games today. We coming back off the stream, bro. Shout out to everybody that came through in the stream. You already know what that vibe is, right? But I've never felt pain like this other than when playing this game. That's the first things first. I've never felt pain like this other than really playing this game. It makes me mad every time I load this bitch up. Every time I load the game up, it makes me this mad. I'm playing a 1v1 court on my 6'11" big, feeling like a god, and I'm going up against people who can beat me off of 2 moves, and then I'm learning that, hey, if I get the ball first or find a way to get the ball and just spam the same moves a little bit better, a little bit harder, be a little bit more unpredictable with it, I can win games too. Why I gotta play like that? Why do I have to bring back that mentality, that mindset, and play in that manner? Also, I'm in the game and I'm thinking about everything that 2K has said thus far. I'm thinking about everything Uncle Demi said thus far, and overall, man, when it comes down to the game, the people, the environment, the everything that they were saying, if you're telling me that we're going to get a copy and paste builder with looser animations, but everything is the same stipulation, let's get into the builder and just show a little bit of what I'm talking about, what I'm on, you feel me? Streaming now, phone now, gang it down. Let me dabble, we here. Look, so we in the builder, right? And you know how they said the builder was going to be looser. You'll be able to create more builds. Well, not necessarily, because the same way 6'4" was the height, 6'3" is the height for guards, and being taller and stuff like that, etc., is going to be essentially better, but still a waste. You're speaking to me in a sense like this, right? You're speaking to me in a sense like this. Somebody who's out there in the world, they want to go, say that they want to go 6'5", right? 6'5", you get a 95 ball handle. Look at where I'm going with this. 6'5", you can get a 95 ball handle, Steve Francis, be a small forward and everything like that, and be able to do what you do. However, if the restrictions are still the same within this game, then it's not worth it to no kind of degree. I mean, still, you can obviously look. This look like a pretty decent, halfway okay build that somebody can make, probably for the park, maybe for the twos or something. Something easy, something quick. But when you genuinely think about it, this is not that good of a build. It has no nothing, right? So if the builder is somewhat still going to be the same in terms of its restrictions, shorter builds, being able to get more animations, etc., and so forth like that, right? Then is it really going to be a much better builder? If it's a more looser restrictions builder, then that means being able to go 6'5", I would get way more attributes and be able to use more attributes. But also, the shorter I go, the more attributes I'll be able to obtain. You're creating me an environment where you're basically telling me, yeah, the shorter I go, the better I'll be in certain areas of the game in terms of shooting, dribbling, blah, 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 boop-de-whoop. I'll be able to get more 99 categories. However, in the same breath, if I go taller, right, if I say I want to go small forward 6'10", are you going to bump up the attributes to make me at least have an 85 ball handle at 6'10", if I so choose to be 6'10" with an 85 ball handle, or go 6'11" on a build and be able to have an 80 ball handle or something in that range? Because if they do it like that, or if they're preparing us to be in a game where it's probably like that, things could get a little bit dangerous. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you. Being in the environment of where you get creative freedom over your build is all I've ever wanted. You're telling me that all of a sudden now they're saying that you're going to be able to feel more control over your build. You're going to be able to feel more response time over your build. You're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to do that with your build and be able to play the way you want to play, etc. and so forth. They say that shit every year and you fall for it every year, bro. It's like clockwork for them. It's so easy to get you guys. And it makes me mad because I'm not saying I've been gotten, but shit, damn near. The fuck, when I got 2K25, I already knew I was getting the game. That's one thing. I knew for a fact that I was going to be already on the game. I already made my mind up when it came down to 2K25, 2K24, 2K going down. I'm getting the game. 2K26 is my last year of basketball in general, chat. Here we go. 2K26 is my last year of basketball. If the game is garbage, if I find myself loading the game up and not only am I not winning, but I'm not feeling the effort, right? I'm not feeling the effort. I'm not feeling the energy that the energy was supposed to be giving me. I'm not feeling anything that they felt or they said to us once again. Then I gotta figure out something else to do. That's just plain and simple. Like, I'm not that big of a content creator to where, you know, I'm stuck playing 2K. I'm stuck being like a Double H, goddamn badge plug or Cole the Man. I'm not stuck forcing myself to play this game right now and constantly be making builds and jump shot video after jump shot video and best animation this and mascot this. I'm not in that bag. I'm a smaller content creator, which means I have the leverage or can feel like I have the leverage to move away from something and go into something else. However, though, here goes a big issue. I'm not good at anything else. That's my biggest problem. That's my biggest issue. If I was good at other games, you guys would see me on Marvel Rivals. If I was actually good, but the character I want to be good with is the hardest character in the game. And then they nerfed him a little bit. I'm waiting on them to drop Deadpool, to be honest, so I can get on Marvel Rivals. That's really all I'm waiting on. I'll be on Marvel. Same thing when it comes down to Call of Duty. I'm not good at Call of Duty. Y'all don't want to sit there and watch me play TDM now, the whole fucking stream or some shit like that. Y'all want to see me get my ass in Warzone and get some wins, regardless of who I'm with. If I'm with nobody. So this is my final message, like just for 2K in general. If you're creating a space in an environment where, let's go back to it, you know, because I'm fair. I would be fairly excited if they did something like this. If you create the environment where it is indeed green or miss, RNG is back down to a level in which it wasn't as effective as this year, and people are spamming up, you know, RNG and random number generator, you know. The overall thought of me just having to time my jumper and then get speed ups, get slow downs, I flick the stick, it's not responsive, and I'm getting, you know, slightly fucking fast on great tempo shooting, like that should never be the case. That should never ever be the case. If you bring back tempo shooting, if you bring back shot aiming, y'all should make it so any and everybody should be able to green, so much so to the point that you can't tell if it is or isn't. That's what I think. You know, you should make everybody have the ability to just green. If they shooting 70% from the field, 80% from the field, so be it. So be it. Hey, but I know little Timmy can get on and he'll be able to know that it's green or miss. And when you time your shot, you time that bitch exactly the same every time. It will be a green every single time, regardless if it's a 50% contest, 100%. If you manage to time your shot at the same time every single time, the shot will go in. And that should be the end of it. So you can tell your Zenners, your cheaters, and casual players, you can't tell them apart. That means it's going to be an even playing field for everybody else. The people that's going to be shooting probably 99%, or niggas that never miss a fucking three, those niggas need to be banned. You feel me? But in terms, there should be no tell of difference from a casual player to a nigga that know the game. That's how it always should have been. That's my opinion. But on to the builder. If they create a game in an environment where it's like, I can make this 6'6" small forward build, green or miss, right? I can make a game. You can make a game green or miss. I can make a build just like this. And because once again, I'm reading off of what Uncle Demi said. So you telling me I could be 6'6" with rise up on gold and get the big man standing contact, elite dunks, be able to get contact dunks off too, be able to shoot again with a low 3 ball, and be able to be effective. As long as I know my jump shot, I'll be able to be effective with my 3-point rating. I'll be able to be somewhat of a playmaker and be able to somewhat play defense and rebound and be fast, because the only thing that matters in this game is speed. And you created, once again, the game created an environment where speed over everything. And then you're going to bring back cap breakers and all this other stuff. You're going to bring back all these nice, wonderful, wondrous things to your game. But you're basically telling me that I can go with a low 3 ball and be able to be effective within the game. I can shoot my midi fades and be the same person I've always been. I can have a 90 standing dunk on my 6'6" build and be able to get the big man elite contact dunks. I can still be a free throw merchant. I can still be able to dribble. If you're creating a game with this type of feel, with this type of way about it, and then you're implementing and bringing back certain things that weren't necessarily takeover. Grinding for takeovers wasn't necessarily takeover. You could take a day out and get whatever takeovers you wanted. If you bring it back in this same style, if you bring back or find a way to bring back badge loadouts, if you can find a way to see the badges that you get, right? But you'll have to equip them and bring back badge loadouts and be able to switch between game modes with your badge loadouts and stuff like that. Just bringing the game back to a point of where it used to be, and I'm able to then go in, do my own thing, play my play style, know that I'm good. That's the thing, know that I'm good with my play style, and credit the fucking individuals that do win a lot with the most unique builds. I think the most unique builds out there should also get some credit. Should they not? Is that like a bad thing to say? You feel me? Same thing with this 250 combo 4 right here. If I can come into the game, right, and make somewhat of a undersized big man-esque build with the shooting ability, merchant from the free throw line, be able to still dribble a little bit, play my little bit of defense, be able to get a cap breaker at the end of the season, because I know that's what y'all going to do. Level 40, you get a cap breaker with some weak ass clothes that nobody asked for, and be decently fast and decently strong. If I'm able to play like that in that level of an environment, then let me be able to play like that in that level of environment. If that's the game that you're creating, if that's the theme of a game that you're creating for, if it's going to be like that, I have no real big issues. If I'm allowed to make a build like that 6'7" or a build like that 6'6" in terms of competitiveness and fun, either way, me personally, I'm a rec player. But if I go in, say, all right, and I'm just coming off the dome with this one, y'all can yell at me a little bit if you need to. But if I'm able to come in to a brand new 2K once again, you know, come into another 2K once again, and be able to somewhat make something like this at big man, something like this, something in this space of a big man build, and be able to be better than everybody, not better than everybody, but just be among one of the best players within the game, play once again my play style, and know for a fact that nobody can fuck with me. If you're creating me that environment, I have nothing to complain about. But it's the fact that when I load this bitch up and you got clone after clone after clone after clone after person doing the same thing, being the same person, doing the same fucking moves the entire time, and then you're telling me with the person doing these same moves, eventually they can get open? You say you're going to say defense is going to feel more rewarding. What year was defense more rewarding than 2K? Let's be honest about it. I mean, if we're going to talk about it, once again, let's talk about it. When has defense ever felt rewarding in 2K? When has your control over your my player ever felt good? You're bringing back another year of pro play. You're bringing back another year of the city park. That you change the city park to add some new feel to it. Dudes have been asking for, hey, can we get some actual parks in the game for years? And then you think giving us one park. You haven't mentioned no other park. You talk about Rutgers. You haven't given us no other park. Nothing else to be excited for. Nothing else to feel excited for within your game. And you want people to try and be excited for it. Like I said, it's going to it always gets bad before it gets good, but it's the fact, like, this is it. For a lot of people, for a lot of us streaming them, ganging them, folding them, this is it. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know none of y'all, but I know a lot of y'all may be at y'all wit's end too. With all that being said, man, just the same, man. Big up. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And I'm probably going to make my last build of NBA 2K23 and go out in a bang and feel good about myself when I do go out in a bang. Let me get over with y'all on the next one, bro. Peace.